Definitely, the
given our
sovereignty of
issues.
each country is very important. South Africa, we are very loose when it comes to protecting our borders. We only have around 750 men and women that are protecting our border.
Ngapha bayenza
750 versus the millions and the thousands that come in. So that's a clear indication that our government is not doing well by us. Trump's illegal immigration is illegal. It's unlawful. Definitely, you need to deal with it. It's the how that I don't agree with. It's the tact that I don't agree with. It's the aggression that I don't agree with. But it's very important for each and every country to ensure that it is safe. Their borders are safe. Because if you don't have safe borders, anything can happen. I mean, now we're talking about illegal firearms, illicit goods, all of those things that hinder the economy. So I don't agree with that. When it comes to the economy, again, putting your own country first is definitely important. But remember how tariffs work is that the consumers are the ones that end up paying the price. So again, it's the how. How you do it is most important because you don't want to hinder or not have relations with the rest of the world because we trade. It's important. But it's important how you do it. You do it with tact, you do it with grace, you do it with decorum, of which he fails to do. I know that Ramaphosa or NUMSA suggested that we put 50% tariffs on Chinese cars. I don't think that's the way to communicate just because when you're trying to save BMW and whatnot. Remember, those companies are also part of the reasons why we can't even have our own South African brand cars because they are here. It's part of those deals, which is nonsensical. We need to go back to the drawing board. But now China is part of BRICS. Why will you have your friend umlwise ngokuthi, yeah, if you don't do this, I'll put tariffs. Tariffs will mean that we will pay more for the Abo Omoda and all of those cars. That doesn't make sense for us economically because we're already suffering. So instead of threatening tariffs, bring China. They are our friends, Mos. We have trade agreements with them. Sit them down and say, hey, we see the influence of your cars. They are popular in our country. We would like to assemble more. We would like to be part of the economic or the industrialization of the car. We would like to assemble them more in this country to create jobs.
But Germany is also our friend, Ms.
Your friend.
No,
Germany
our
is
friend.
using, how are they our friends when they are giving us cheap labor? And those cars that we assemble, we still buy them at a higher price than Europe. The Mercedes, when it's assembled here in South Africa, we pay 200,000 rand more. How is your friend doing that to you? But they're still taking it back to Europe and Australia and giving Europeans and Australians at a cheaper price. You can't call that a friend. That's a traitor. They use you for cheap labor. They don't give you benefits for being in the country and assembling those cars, and you call them your friend.
But we agree.
You need to reevaluate what friendships are.
No, I'm saying
Mining
they didn't
about-
enforce. They were like, here's our terms and conditions. And we were like,
Yeah, now we're not
Yebo.
happy with the terms and conditions anymore.